Good morning and welcome to Community Conversations. I am Miss Ebony J, the host that does the most, and you are listening and watching 100.3 Cincy's R&B station, Soul 101.5, 1230 The Buzz, and 101.1 The Wiz. We are here to have community conversation about things happening right here in our community and how nonprofit organizations are providing solutions to those problems. And I'm glad to have in here with me Mr. Douglas Dalton. He is representing Gregory S. Attorney. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, Ebony J. Nice to meet you.
Nice to
be here today.
I'm so glad that you came.
Yes, absolutely.
So you are representing a man, Mr. Gregory S. Young.
Yes, we are attorneys at law. We've been in business here in the Cincinnati community for over 50 years.
Oh, wow.
Long time, yes.
Oh, y'all been really holding it down.
Exactly.
What is the mission for Gregory?
Well, we are personal injury lawyers. So what we do is help our clients get compensated for their injuries. We are all about making our clients whole again. We handle auto accident cases. We handle slip and falls. We handle some products liability. We do medical malpractice. Any type of injury case we might be able to handle. But a majority of our cases are auto accident cases. So we also have a strong community message to keep people safe. And we're doing a lot of different things in the community right now to sort of extend and promote that message.
What would you say the philosophy is when it comes down to Gregory as the young attorney and what your law office provides?
Well, that's a good question. And I would say that we're really a firm that advocates for the people who really may not be able to advocate for themselves. So for the underrepresented folks out there, for Main Street, not Wall Street, right? And we help the underdog go and fight against the insurance companies when they've been wronged.
Well, do you believe that a case could be small? You know, do you all deal with certain kind of cases?
We deal with all kinds of cases. So it could be a minor accident, soft tissue injuries, maybe a single ER visit. We'll take on that case. We'll take on bigger cases involving broken bones, surgeries, ligament damages, wrongful death, dismemberment. So all the way up the ladder, we take cases on, whether they be big or small. But every case deserves our attention, and we always zealously represent for our clients.
Because you know sometimes you get into a car accident and it's like, oh, well, my back didn't really hurt that bad, or I'm not really feeling any pain right now, you know, so they don't call anyone, they don't do anything, but then 3 days later, now your body is feeling some type of way, but you really don't even want to commit going to a chiropractor.
Exactly. And that's what I advise clients all the time is, even if you think you may not be hurt, go get checked out. It's always a good thing to do that because you never know what could pop up 3 days, 5 days, 7 days later, 2 weeks later. Sometimes these symptoms don't manifest themselves until some time after the accident. And if you're trying to, if you want to pursue a personal injury claim, you want to make sure you have treatment, you have objective evidence, you have documentation from a medical doctor to show that you were actually, in fact, injured in this accident, which would allow you to recover for your injury claim. So a lot of insurance companies will this is an adverse type of thing, right?
Right.
So the insurance company, you see all the slogans on TV, State Farm, you're in good hands, or we're on your side nationwide. You are until they file a claim. So until you file a claim, then it becomes us versus you. And a lot of times the insurance companies will poke holes in your case and say, well, why did you wait so long to go get treatment? What were you doing in between there?
Because they really don't want to pay the money.
Exactly.
So I guess my next question is asking, do we really, sometimes people feel like my case isn't that big, so I don't want to hire a lawyer because I'm going to end up giving up all my money to the lawyer and the case isn't that big. That's kind of really why I asked you that, because I think there's this misconception with people thinking, unless I can't, I go on the ambulance or something, unless it's real big, I don't really have a case here, so it's not worth me making a call and going through the process.
Sure. And what I'll say to you now is that, and some attorneys would say, don't say this. I'll be honest with you. You don't necessarily need an attorney to pursue an accident case. People get hurt all the time. They handle it themselves. They don't hire a lawyer. But the reason why we're in business for 50 years is because typically things can be a little difficult sometimes with the insurance company. So a lot of times you could have liability disputes, right? So the insurance company say, well, we think we're at fault for the accident, but we're only thinking we're 60% at fault for the accident, or maybe 50% at fault, or 70%.
Oh, right.
So you have comparative fault here in Ohio, where it helps with having an attorney to advocate for you who knows the law,
right?
Knows what a jury would consider. Those kinds of things can kind of help you really bring some value to the case and really represent you in the right way. And so a lot of times people don't know their rights. They don't know what the statutes are. They don't
Mm-hmm.
know how long they have to file a claim. They don't know how to deal with the insurance company because the insurance companies can be very tricky with you. They
I was
get on
about
the
to
phone
say,
with you.
they're your friend
Yeah,
until it's your fault. And then
exactly.
they only can do so much when it's the other person's fault. They're not calling on your behalf. Like, I've been in a lot of accidents, so I pretty much know by now. The deal. Now I know I'm just gonna call a lawyer because I don't even have time
Yeah,
to
and that's
go
the
back
thing.
and forth. But I'm like, it's just the back or boom. I've already been in accidents, so is it really worth me going through this? Because they're gonna try to blame all the other accidents. You think of multiple
Exactly.
things.
And that's another component of this. I'm glad you touched on that. The inconvenience. It's a pain in the you know what to have to go there,
Yes.
talk to the insurance company. People have lives. They've got a job. They've got kids. They've got family, and they don't have time to be sitting around waiting for the insurance company to call them back, submitting documents to them, going back and forth. Why not have someone who knows what they're doing handle this while I just make sure I get treated, get better, and be compensated at the end of the day. So,
Yes, that's why we have Gregory S. Young Attorneys. And I'm so glad to have you all here. This is Community Conversations on 100.3, our R&B station, 101.1 The Wiz, 1230. So, your talk station, and this is also 101.5. I am Miss Ebony J here talking with Mr. Douglas Dalton. And we're really just talking about the importance of insurance, what Gregory S. Young Attorney does, the mission, the vision. And one of the things that I really admire about this law firm is that you all aren't just making commercials and doing things just to tell us, hey, come get a lawyer. You're doing things in the community for us to see that you really care.
yes.
One of the things that I like this summer that we did, it was in Washington Park. You all had like the Bengals players come out. It was like a
Yes.
back to school thing.
Yeah.
What inspired that?
We've been doing that for a few years now, and it's something that we really enjoy. We love to give back to the community, and we're about walking the walk. So we more than just talk it, right? You can get on radio and make your plugs and do commercials and all that, but what are you actually doing,
Right.
right? And so we actually do a lot of giveaways. We've actually done stuff with Bootsy Collins and years prior to this. We do backpack giveaways. We give away school supplies, all that kind of stuff to a lot of children out there who need it. There's a lot of families out there who are single parent families
Yes.
and may not have the resources there to provide for kids when they're going back to school. So you want to make sure your kids have the equipment, the supplies, everything they need. So that when they go to school, they're not worried about anything else. They can just focus on learning.
Oh, it was packed at the park.
Oh,
I
yes.
never seen a line so long. I never seen so many people down in Washington Park. Like, they do it for the concerts, but this wasn't a concert.
Right.
So it was really different. And to see the community really come out and to see the change that you all made. I mean, they were so happy about their book bags. They didn't just have a regular book bag that just was like, it's red or it's purple or it's blue. No, you all were giving out characters.
Exactly.
Characters bags, the
Fun
best
stuff.
of the best. The things that they care about, that they really enjoy.
Definitely.
Like, so I thought that was really like very interesting, and I know that that's not all that you all do. You all have other things that you care about as well, right?
Yes, yes. And recently we actually just had a charity golf outing that was promoted and sponsored sickle cell anemia research. And that's something we actually partnered with Teva Pharmaceuticals and Cincinnati Children's Hospital to put that on and actually participated in that event back in September. But that directly funds clinical research for sickle cell anemia.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and so that's something we actually are getting into beginning in Adelaide this year, but definitely something we wanted to continue in the future. I'm not sure if you have any familiarity or exposure with sickle cell disease.
It's
A
serious.
lot of African Americans do. It's something that primarily affects our community.
It comes from something with the bones.
Well, it's a genetic disease, so it's inherited genetically, and it's at birth. So they do a blood test when you're born as a baby, newborn, to find out if you have the disease and really what it is. And I'm not a doctor, and I don't claim to be, but really what it is a situation where you have red blood cells that become sickled or sickle-shaped cells,
Okay.
which can clog your lungs, which create issues in terms of getting blood oxygen to the heart. And so that can lead to pain episodes, can lead to strokes, other issues. But this research really is to find the best possible treatment methods. And right now, there's 3 out there. Primarily, it's blood transfusion therapy. There's also the bone marrow transplant, which is kind of seen as the cure
Okay.
for it. And then there's also an oral medication that people are taking right now, which is actually probably the most utilized treatment method. It's called hydroxyurea, or HU for short. But basically, what that does is it increases the fetal hemoglobin that newborns would produce, which help to basically prevent those red blood cells from sickling.
Right. So you're
That's
stopping
big.
it right there at the door.
Yes, yes. So that's really big, and I think I did a little research on you before I came in. I know that you've got some experience with the Red Cross.
Yes. Yes.
And I myself have actually worked for the Red Cross years ago when I was younger, actually, hosting and doing community-sponsored blood drives.
Okay.
Blood donation campaigns. And it's a situation where African Americans are severely underrepresented in the donor pool.
Right.
And the best matches for patients with the disease, and we're talking about blood transfusion therapy, are African American donors.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to get out there, and there's all kinds of reasons not to give blood. People are scared of needles. It's a time commitment, we know, but this can help people. And like I said, people, we all know someone in our own family
Right.
that either has the disease or may have the trait, and or may not even know they have the trait.
Yeah.
And so, message out there, folks, get tested. If you're thinking about starting a family or expanding your family, get tested, see if you have the trait. And that may not deter you from having a family, obviously, but you just want to know if you have a child who has this disease, know what that means for your life, for that child's life moving forward. That would be probably my best advice. But
I think that's dope that you all are raising money to help find
yes.
not necessarily a cure, but something that's going to stop it and help. A lot of things get introduced to our community all the time, and our kids are affected in so many different ways. It really hurts to see that the young people are affected by sickle cell, that it's not just something, you get as an adult, almost like cancer, childhood cancer. Like, oh my goodness, they're experiencing so much and they're so young. So initiatives like this, the things that you all are doing are very important. How do people join you or help you out? Like, how do they contribute to the causes?
Well, we do have a social media presence. We are here locally downtown. Our office is actually just down the street. We're at 600 Vine Street.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Our website is younginjurylaw.com. You can give us a call at 721-1077. We're on Facebook. Check us out. Follow us. We have lots of different avenues, social media presence out there. If you want to get a part, get on board with this and our efforts, we really encourage that. Definitely.
Yeah, we always need volunteers, right?
Absolutely.
And, I believe this is your community. If you want something to change, you got to make the change. Be a part of the change. Don't just talk about it. I'm so glad that you came on. I know you all do something with anti-bullying as well.
Yes. And so that is sort of in conjunction with the Back to School initiative.
Okay.
And obviously this is made nationally, this global news, that the bullying in schools has become just out of control.
Yes.
And I think that the advent of social media has sort of contributed to that or made that an easier thing to do.
About to go live.
Exactly. And these kids out there can feel very vulnerable when they're in schools and they are being bullied. And a lot of times it goes unnoticed because it's behind a keyboard or it's at home. And then a lot of these kids, you've seen the stories, people are taking their own lives over this.
Yes.
Young children. And it's just got to stop. So that's just something we obviously want to get involved in as well. And as a part of the Back to School, we just think that it's definitely necessary to hit on that issue as well. Because once you're back in school, you got to deal with bullying.
You ain't never lied.
Exactly.
It's gonna happen, but we want to make sure that the students know that they're not alone, that there is support, and there are ways to handle it.
Sure.
Again, this is 1230 The Buzz, your talk station on 101.5, 101.1 The Wiz, and 100.3 Cincy's R&B station. Miss Ebony J here to talk with Mr. Douglas Dalton. He is here representing Gregory S. Young attorney, and I'm so glad to have him here because driving safe is so important. And as we just talked about these cell phones, right? We are driving, someone sends us a text. Now we're texting and we're driving, and this can potentially lead to an accident. What are you all doing to get the initiative and word out about this no texting and driving?
So we actually have a campaign. It's called Don't Text and Drive. And we've been doing this for several years now.
Are you the people that we see when we driving on the expressway where it says no text and drive?
Yes.
Do you all contribute to
Yes,
that?
that's our
Okay.
campaign there. And we've partnered in the past with FC Cincinnati, Go MLS Soccer.
Okay.
We've partnered with Local 12, the CW, and Star 64. And obviously, we like to use whatever platform we're given. We appreciate it here at Radio 1 giving this platform to talk about that. But it's something that, as an attorney myself who handles auto accident cases, I can tell you a lot of my clients are injured because someone's texting and driving and not paying attention, and they end up hurting someone else out there on the roads. And actually, this is it's a borderline nationwide epidemic, I would say.
Yeah.
And it's happening all across the country. The National Safety Council had a report here recently that concluded that cell phone usage while driving leads to 1.6 million crashes a year.
Wow.
So that's basically about 1 in every 4 accidents is caused by texting and driving. And these accidents obviously can be fatal. And also, so message to parents out there, teen drivers, it goes way up. So the probability, likelihood of getting in an accident, or teens basically texting while driving, those accidents are occurring 4 times the clip. So
Wow.
4 times more likely than adults, teens are to get into accidents while texting or talking on their cell phone.
I was about to say, because you got to think, too, it's not all about the texting. You know, you want to Snapchat and FaceTime and Facebook, go live, you driving, you playing your favorite song. You want to be, it's such a social world, right? Right now, and we want to share everything, but it's just not safe.
It's just not worth it, Ebony. And you just want to be connected. That is our society. That is our culture. It is about connectivity. We want to stay connected to our friends, our family, so on and so forth. But when we're driving, we got to put it down. Put the phone down, get to your destination. It can wait.
Right. Connect when you pull over. Back in the day, you would get home and you would find out who all missed you all day because we left the house and we only had phone and communication at home. We are now constantly pulled every which way because people get to call us and send us texts and Facebook us and DM us and Snapchat us to ask us to come here and do this and do that. Let's be clear. It can wait. It's not worth your car insurance going up, you having to get a new car, and someone potentially dying because you were texting someone that you about to see when you get home.
Yep.
Wait.
You can just wait. It's something that it's really bad. Like I said, I see it up front and kind of close in person. I see it every day, and these can be minor accidents or these can be fatal. So it is really serious. It's really important just to put the phone down. A lot of the cars now, they have more technology. So you got the Bluetooth in there, your hands free and all that, which is fine. But the texting, I would say specifically that, hitting on that, you have to divert your eyes to look at your phone. And
Yes.
do that.
What I love about the cars is now if you haven't done it before you pulled off, like navigation or something like that, because it's hard. Either you're touch screening or you're moving a button. You're still driving. Like, just kind of be safe and think about the next person because sometimes we're not. We're being selfish, just focusing on what we want at that moment and not considering everybody else around us that can lead to an accident. Thank you so much, Mr. Douglas. Again, somebody might have tuned in at the very last minute and enjoyed the conversation and want to know, again, about how they can get in touch with Gregory as a young attorney. What can they do if they want to volunteer help or, maybe they didn't have an accident, they need you to bail them out? What can they do? How can they get in touch with you?
First thing, just give us a call, 721-1077, 721-1077. That is our phone number. Give us a call if you've been in an accident. If you just want legal advice, give us a call. If we can't help you, we might be able to put you in someone's hands who can help you.
Yes.
Younginjurylaw.com is our website. Go on there. That has all of our information and contact information. It's got links to our social media pages and everything. So those 2 best ways to get in contact with us. We appreciate the platform here today.
Oh, no problem.
We definitely would love to continue partnering with Radio 1. We love this relationship. It's been great.
I know. We love you all, too.
But thank you so much.
Yes, sir. No problem at all. This is Community Conversation. And if you would like to be a guest, all you have to do is send me an email at msebonyj@radio-1.com. That's Miss Ebony J at radio-1.com. Send me an email. I would love to have you on. And of course, all you have to do is be a nonprofit organization that's making a difference in the community. That's all I look for. I'll see you next week right here on Soul 1230 The Buzz, your talk station, 101.5, 100.3 R&B and old school, and 101.1 The Wiz.